Hi friends, welcome back to the channel. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's wine time.
So let's talk about wine. Now, when we lived in the UK, Adam and I had a very expensive hobby, and that hobby was wine. So we know a thing or two about wine. We did monthly virtual wine tastings throughout COVID, and then they turned into weekly indulgences of wine. We ended up having a Bacchus wine tasting as one of our clients for our commercial job, which was fantastic because he kept us in great supply of wine, and he taught us how to spot a good wine from a dud wine. So,
hi, Jonathan.
Hi, Jonathan. We have taken some of those lessons, and we are here today exploring wines at Solomos Winery. Now, here in Zakynthos, there are actually 3 different wineries that we know of. You have Solomos, where we are now, you have Kalinico, and you also have Grandpass. So we thought we would start with this one.
Emma booked this online with Solomos Winery. And when we first arrived, we were told to have a little seat. We had some water poured and be ready to be talked through the wines. We also got a little timetable of how our visit's going to go. And we've been talked through all of the wines that we're going to be tasting today.
There's 8 wines.
Eight wines. And we're on to the first one now. We've also been brought a little...
This is a charcuterie board.
Charcuterie board. You can tell she's got the class. And we were told actually that the mother of the winery, she gets the salt in the charcuterie board every Sunday. She goes up to some rock pools that form on the west side of the island, and she collects the salt for that. It's just, I love little bits like that. Emma said she wasn't going to like this first one, the Muscat. However, it's all gone.
No, I didn't say I wasn't going to like it. Now, this is the thing I have about Greek wine. I haven't found one that I like. And I've really tried hard, guys. We have a business out here, so that means I can buy from cash and carries. And we've actually found ourselves a wine supplier out here.
And and wine dealers as well.
Yeah, that I buy.
That flavour completely changes the minute you've come away from it and gone back to it.
There's 8 wines that we're tasting today, and we're very excited to taste them. The first one was okay. It was quite non-offensive.
Solomio, it's a Muscat. And I'm not a particularly white wine drinker, but I really quite like that. That bread's gorgeous.
The salt is insane.
Oh my word. So after that first introduction, and I'll talk through the wines, we also have a cellar tour. That is on our schedule. But for this part of the visit, once we've finished with the first wine, we can go back up to the bar and request the next wine and work our way through having a little taste of each and every one of them.
I'm just going to point something out here. And this is the mistake that I made when I went to a bottomless brunch for the first time. I've only ever been to one once. It's not good, was it? I'd stated that.
You and Donna?
Anyway,
Hi, Donna.
We went for 90 minutes. And I was more interested in the food than the drink. And this is the same thing here.
You couldn't tell by the way you came home.
Focusing on this food, the bread is handmade. Everything is handmade, obviously, apart from the meat.
So the bread is handmade. It's olive oil from here. There's oregano, and there's this salt that the mother gets.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's full on sea salt.
Mm-hmm. That's a little bit like a Riesling for me.
No, for me
wine is subjective.
For me, that's nothing like a Riesling.
Is it not?
No, there's no sweetness there. Well, there's not the sweetness of a Riesling.
Riesling sweet?
Yeah.
I can't tell the difference between sweet and sour.
Yeah, Emma has this thing that she's not great at detecting. You can detect extremes, but you can't tell me if it's too sweet or too sour, can you? You only know it's the extreme.
I like that though. I know that I like it.
Are you enjoying the wine with your food?
That to me is a sat in the sun, day drinking wine.
Needs to be cold.
Yeah.
It's definitely one that needs to be cold.
100%.
Not all white wine needs to be cold. or at least do the 2020 rule. If you're watching this, you might be interested in wine. Do the 2020 rule. Honestly, white wines, take them out the fridge 20 minutes before you open them. Red wines, put them in for 20 minutes before you open them.
I don't agree. I like all my white wines freezing cold.
But how many times?
How's meat?
I'm trying to. How many times have we had a wine on the wine tastings, and Jonathan had said, pour it half an hour before we start.
It's so true. You get
and
so much
flavour.
So you get so much more flavour.
Yeah. It doesn't stop you wanting it to be absolutely ice cold.
I just need to take a break from the wine tasting and tell you that if you see someone setting up a camera, film something, don't assume they're recording, because we were setting up the camera to check out lighting, angles, see where the best angle would be.
Framing.
And this Malacca come up to us and said, do not film me. So we've come to a little story. We think he's here having an affair, and the bird he's with is not the woman he's married to, and he's seen the Coldplay thing and thinks
In Jumbotron.
that's going to happen to him, because that's how big our YouTube channel is at. Anyway, back to the wine.
So the inside of here so far, we haven't seen too much of it yet. We've only seen like kind of the welcoming bit in the bar, but it feels so lovely. It's really, it's all tile floor. You've got benches and long tables here, but it's absolutely lovely. High ceilings. It's on the darker side, so it's on the cooler side, especially midday sun. And here's the next one. That almost looks like an orange wine.
Wine number 3. I need to go take a photo of it.
This next one's called Pavlos, and I love the story behind it. So they're not too sure. Pavlos comes from Pavlo, and well, Pavlos is the Greek version of Paul. And it's not entirely sure whether it was one of the people who worked on a vineyard that discovered this wine variety, this grape variety, and they named it after him, or he was just so far up his own that he decided to name the grape variety after him. I love stories like that with stuff like this.
I need some more carbs.
We can appreciate what it's like sitting there watching someone tasting and talking about wine that you don't actually have in your hand, but suffice to say, they have a lovely selection of wines here, and as you'll see a little later, we did take a shine to a couple of them. However, time ticked on, we worked our way through the wines, and before we knew it,
you can put the next wine that you're tasting and you can have it with you.
Oh, perfect. Great. So we're heading to the wine cellar now. We're on wine number 5. So we're going to... 3, 4.
This one, right?
The Retsina. So we're going to get some Retsina in both of our glasses, and we're going to go down to the cellar with our Retsina. Fun fact: we're being taken down with the couple of the bloke who asked us not to film him.
it's pretty obvious, but it was notably cooler and considerably darker down in the cellar. We were told a little bit more of the history of Solomos Winery. No spoilers here, you definitely need to come yourself. They told us about the process of the wine growing, barreling and bottling, and given a little bit of a time to walk around the bottles that were there and aging. Maturing, aging, still can't remember. Is it aging in the barrel, maturing in the bottle? Probably not, it's probably the other way around. Anyway, on the way back up, I noticed the other side of the winery that looked to be the bottling area, and I'd have liked to have been shown a bit of that too, but then again, I am a huge geek, if you didn't already know. Then it was a case of struggling on through the tasting of the rest of the wines. It really was a difficult day, and as I said earlier, we picked up a favourite each that we just had to have and to take home. They do have proper packaging here, by the way, so you can safely and securely take your wines back home at the end of your holiday.
So Adam ended up enjoying the cava that much that he bought a bottle.
I did, yeah.
And I bought a bottle of the Pavlos because that was out of all the wines. I think we tasted 5 whites. Number 3 was my favourite, so the Pavlos was definitely my favourite.
Yeah.
I went back and asked if I could have a taste between 3 and 4 because I couldn't quite remember which one I preferred, but it was number 3.
I can't quite remember. Give me another 6 tasting. The staff here are really, really accommodating. It's set in a beautiful surroundings. It's just, what a lovely couple of hours.
Yeah, I don't know if you have to book beforehand because potentially there was a walk-in, I think, while we were here. I would advise just emailing them. We went on the website, I emailed them and they got back to me within an hour with the booking confirmed, so it was great. It's €25 per person and you get to taste 8 or 9 wines, we can't remember.
Sure, there's 9.
And you get a tour around the wine cellar and you get a plate of charcuterie goodness, and it was beautiful. We highly recommend you just come here for something a little bit different. You know, if you've got a nice amount of time here and you've explored the beaches and you've hired a car and done all of that, this is a really nice way to do something that, you know, supports local people and to find out a little bit more about the history of the island and everything. Yeah, so it's definitely worth it. It's a great day out.
I did ask before we left if they did any kind of excursion setup or anything like that, getting people from resorts, and they don't. So it's either having a designated driver and having your hire car or a taxi. What I will say is that it's definitely well worth a visit. It's a lovely couple of hours set in a beautiful area and just really, yeah, just nice wine.
Not far away from town, is it?
Yeah, it's not.
It's Gaetani Road, which is the main road which connects resorts such as Kalamaki and Argasi to the likes of Alakaz, Alakanad. So it's just off that main road. It's really close to town.
Bukhali is right, like kind of the start of it. It's just there as
right
well.
Behind us. So it's a really good location, quite central. So that's it for us. We hope you enjoyed it. We'll link everything you need in the description down below. Take care, and we will see you on the next one. Bye.
When can we open those?
Now,
Cool.
let's go.
See ya.
Bye.